Hello, and welcome to another episode of Freedom Ain't Free. In today's video, we're going to be talking about money, the number one cause for divorce. I'm going to give you 5 steps that I use in my personal life and my personal marriage to combine your finances as a married couple, a Henry married couple, without fighting, right? Without fighting. We're going to eliminate the fight in your money on today. And we're going to give you 5 steps that you can put into your marriage as far as your personal finances are concerned and get all of that stress and fighting out of it. So, first and foremost, I want to remind you that you made a commitment. So, this conversation is not for those of you who are dating or those of you who are, just in a relationship. This is for a married couple that is living under a commitment. Whether you have whatever your religious beliefs are or just a government commitment, you all have made a commitment to each other. And the word tells us that what God has put together, let no man put asunder. And one of the things that's constantly and consistently attacking your marriage is your money mentality, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm going to give you these 5 steps and make sure that you get connected. If you want to work with us, we work with Henry's, right? High earners, not rich yet. We'll help you put together a step-by-step program to get you and your family to financial freedom. There's a link right down in the bottom of this video. You click on the link and schedule a free consultation, and we'll see if we're a good fit and a good match for each other. But on today, let's give you guys these 5 steps. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Help us to continue to put this content out and help you get to financial freedom. So here you go. Step number 1 is the most challenging of all 5 of the steps. It's called communication, right? Communication. So a couple of things that, I've discovered as I'm working with my clients is there are savers and there are spenders, right? And those two people think about money totally different. They have a completely different money mentality. So here's how you bridge the gap. Here's how you pull yourself together and you guys can get on one accord. I want you to get your freedom number, the exact amount of money that you need to save and invest every month to build out your $2 million portfolio and get your family to financial freedom. Click on the link below, get your freedom number. Best part, I'm gonna give it to you for free. Here's how your freedom number helps in your marriage and your communication. Now, the saver knows exactly how much money we need to save every month to get free, and that's all they care about. The spender knows the exact amount of money that we need to save every month, right, to get free, and that's all they care about because they can spend the rest, right? So we want to have a communication system and a communication program. And the first place we want to start on is our baseline, right? This is how much money we need to save and invest every month, so neither one of us have to work any longer. Secondly, you want to go through and create this thing. I'm getting ready to cuss at y'all. It's called a budget. A budget. Every business, organization, and nonprofit in America functions off of a budget, and your household has to function off of a budget as well. So here's what you do, right? You sit down with each other. You have an official board meeting, right? Once a month, we want to have a board meeting. We want to list out all of the household expenses and the bills. When are they due? Those pieces of the puzzle. And I'm going to put my budget together. This is how much money needs to come into the house this month in order to be able to take care of all of the expenses for the house. In addition to that, I want you to put in place a quarterly meeting with your entire family to review the overall plan and the overall budget and the goals and all of those individual pieces of the puzzle. So that's step number 1 is communication. Step number 2, separate checking accounts. Step number 2, separate checking accounts. So if you got 2 earners, right, we want to have a household checking account. This is how much money needs to go into the household checking account every month. Pay the bills. We're paying all the bills out of that account. Secondarily to that, you got your checking account. I got my checking account, right? So that way, whatever personal spending I'm doing is over here. Whatever personal spending you're doing is over there. We got the household account to take care of all the main bills. Next is your joint savings account, right? So this is an account that we're using where our emergency fund money is, whether we're using a high yield savings account or whether we're using a cash value life insurance policy strategy to save our emergency money in. This needs to be a joint account where both people have access to this money, because you might be the one that caused the emergency, right? And the other person may need to have access to those funds. We agree how much money we're putting into the savings every single solitary month. It's a part of the budget. We talk about it. We agree to it. That's what's going over there in savings. That's our peace of mind. That's our cushion. Your ultimate goal is you want to get to 6 months of bill money saved up, right? So if your monthly expenses are $1,000 a month, you need $6,000. If your monthly expenses are $10,000 a month, you need $60,000 in your emergency account, because it's taking longer to recover when we lose jobs, or if we have an illness or sickness, things along those lines. So this needs to be a joint savings account. Both of us have access to it. We only tap into it when we need something for an emergency. And then during our monthly reporting, we're reporting on how much money is in our savings, those individual pieces of the puzzle. Number 4, your investment account. So your 401ks, your IRAs, your cash value growing in your insurance strategies, your brokerage accounts, right? So here, depending on the amount of income that you're generating and whether your job offers these individual pieces of the puzzle or not, you may have duplicates in this space. There's no real way to have a combined 401k or a combined IRA. You can have a combined brokerage account, or if you're using insurance strategies as your accumulation strategy, or annuity strategies as your accumulation strategy, you can have those as joint. But how you combine these together so we don't have to fight about it is know your freedom number. So if we know exactly how much money we got to save every month, then we're going to talk about which of these accounts that money's going to go in, because they have some limitations. But again, once a month, we want to review our investments. Where are we going? Where's our money growing to? What changes do we need to make? I want to recommend too, right? So these are complex and complicated pieces of the puzzle. And sometimes it's good to have a mediator to help you along the way to have this conversation and communicate properly. Want to encourage you, if you want to look into hiring an ARC advisor to come in and help you with your personal finances to get you free, there's a link. Get your freedom number, and then you can schedule a free consultation. I'll jump on in there and give you guys some advice. Number 5, right? Set your money foundation. Set your money foundation. What system are you going to use to govern your money, right? So if you're a Christian, you're going to use the path that Christ gave us for our personal finances. If you're participating or working through another religion, what are the principles of personal finance for your faith? If you're using the world system, and you're going to be governed by our system here in America, then you want to make sure that you have all of the 3 buckets in place that are going to allow you to maximize your savings, maximize your returns, right? But you got to decide which of these 2 systems are you going to be governed by. And that way, when we have conflict, or that way we have a difference of opinion, we have our foundation to go back to and use that as a way to work through, right? So wrapping up, communication is number 1, separate checking accounts is number 2, joint savings is number 3, individual and collective investments is number 4, and number 5 was setting your foundation. Who's going to build? How are we going to build? What rules are we going to use to govern our money? How do we feel about those individual pieces of the puzzle? I'm so glad that you carved out some time on today, because money is the number 1 cause of divorce. But how do we fix that? We fix that by getting on one accord. We have to learn all the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding of all of the tools that are necessary to get us from point A to point B. And now we're rowing in the same direction. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And remember, freedom ain't free.